Welcome back, warriors. This is your pick a card reading. These are our 3 cards today. We have Eagle and Strength, Woodpecker with Opportunity, and Gecko for Sensuality. Pile 1 is Eagle, Pile 2 is Woodpecker, Pile 3 is Gecko. Pause the video and sit with this and to pick your pile, then skip through to your pile. Welcome, Pile 1. If you picked Eagle, this is your reading. Yeah. So, Eagle and Strength. Interested to see if you need to be strong, or if you are strong, or if you're surviving something strong. Let's see what the cards have to say. All of the cards that I use today will be down in the description along with links. If you like them and would like to buy them, I do make a small commission off of these links, but it does not cost you anything additional. Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom. Look a little deeper. So I am seeing that you've been doing a lot of self-reflection lately. You've been doing a lot of self-work lately. And that, I'll be honest with you, sucks. We've all kind of gone through that. We've done the self-reflection, done the self-journey, and we will do it time and time again. But that journey, and anyone who's been through it is well aware it's a tough one, which is obviously where your strength is coming in reference to. Water your garden, nourishment, body, tenderness, and rest. So keep in mind that this is a difficult journey. We know it's a hard journey. Boy. And you've been doing a lot of work. So if you need to take a minute to rest, or you need to take a minute to rejuvenate yourself, that's okay. Take the time to do so. And this is that kind of suggestion of taking salt baths or baths in salt water. So if you live by an ocean, that's a beautiful way to do it. If you don't and you have a bath, just look at popping some salts or Epsom salts or pink salts or whatever in your bath, and they'll help kind of balance you a little. If you do not have a bath, you can just get a bucket or a big tub and do the same thing, salt water, and soak your feet in it, and this will also help to do that. It's so good at drawing all that heavy energy out of you, which where you're doing this self-reflection often comes up quite a bit. You see all the things that you don't like, and it's very hard to kind of focus on letting those things go and focus on getting towards the new version of you, or the positive side of the thing you're trying to change. So this kind of salt bath will help you do that. Forge, don't follow, pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. You are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. So self-reflection doesn't need to be done purely with the self. You are able to be a part of a community. You are able to have support when you are doing this self-reflection. And sometimes that's just a matter of just talking your way through it with another person. Sometimes you just have to say something out loud for it to kind of click, or for you to be able to release it. So if you are finding that you've pulled something up in your self-reflection and your self-development, and you're kind of having a hard time stepping over it, even though you kind of understand where everything's come from and you feel like you've thought your way through it quite a lot, sometimes just saying something out loud to somebody is enough to release it. And sometimes if you don't have somebody to do that, you can write letters, read them out loud, burn them, read them to spirit, read them to a deity that you worship, to ancestor, to source, universe, whatever, whoever you connect with. Just speaking it out loud to another being can help you release it. And this forge, don't follow, this self-development path that you are doing is so important, because you are the leader in your spirit community. So you'll find that in a spirit community, there's someone that will be in a collective, there'll be somebody that is kind of at the furthest point, and then some people are a couple of weeks back, some are a couple months back, some are a couple years back. And this person at the lead can look back and go, oh, that's exactly where I was a year ago. That's exactly where I was 6 months ago. And you can help guide those people through that journey. And I believe that this is you, that you are this lead person. So you're kind of doing it tough because you're having to kind of figure it out on your own because you don't quite have that mentor that's already been through it. But you working through it means that you can help guide all these other people who are coming up behind you, which is, again, a difficult thing. Oh boy. Oh, there's two here. Six of Wands, Queen of Cups. And Two of Coins. Okay. So this is mostly just clarifying this kind of finding that balance and finding something stable within yourself and becoming in tune with your emotions and knowing what's going on, knowing the right way to kind of deal with the emotions as they come up, releasing the shame of emotions. All this self-work that you're doing based around who you are and your emotional connection, that's confirmation that this is working for you. But this Two of Coins kind of suggests that maybe you might be able to be making a bit of money this way. Whether that's you look into some coaching aspects or lecturing or courses or videos or just sharing your journey, you might find that there may be some monetary gifts, some little, I don't think it's going to be a main source of income, but I do think that it will bring you a little nice, a little something on the side to just kind of make life a little more comfy for you. Three of Swords. No, there's nothing wrong with doing that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. This Three of Swords to me suggests that you've immediately recoiled from the idea of this, that you might make money off of other people going through this journey. There's nothing wrong with that. Being an experienced person is, people pay for your experience, and that's, if your experience is in emotional development, emotional turmoil, there's nothing wrong with receiving money from that, as our trades do from their knowledge, as our teachers do from their knowledge. This is no different. If you have issues with this, you will find this community is incredibly generous. If you have issues with asking for money, don't. Provide a free videos, free content, free whatever, and then just have a donate button. And you will be amazed at how much people willingly gift you to thank you for your guidance. Five of Cups. Babe, I promise it's okay. This is the same. You feel gross. I know you feel gross. It's okay. That in itself is something that you can work through, and might be, if you are having money issues, that might be a very big root of it. In this day and age, it's different. When we come to spiritual experimentation, our spiritual development, our spiritual world, we often look back to the ancient times. But in the ancient times, a spiritual advisor was taken care of by their community. They didn't need a job because their job was spiritual guidance. People would feed them, people would house them, people would care for them because these people would provide an invaluable resource to them. in this day and age, in this modern world that we live in, that just does not happen. And there is not a space for that to happen, for people to care for you as a spiritual advisor, which means you need to care for yourself, which means you need to charge people for your spiritual guidance, or for your history, or for your path, or for a program you've built. Maybe you've got a bunch of activities that you're doing now through your journey that you think other people might benefit from. Those are okay to sell. See, those are okay to sell. You don't have to sell them for a lot, couple bucks, whatever. It's an online download, it doesn't matter, it's okay. Share online, get a Patreon. So this was our Four of Blades, the Hermit. Oh no. And the Knight of Cups. Let's move down. Moving. Yeah, so I think you've got a huge amount of doubt around this. So a lot of everything here is, hey, that thing that you're working through, you can make a bit of money off of that. Not a lot, but you can make some. And then this is all, you feel yuck about that, it's okay. And if you don't, fine, don't. Just put a little donate button, just put your PayPal, your whatever your little money payments are, and just ask people if they're able and they're willing to donate, then go wild. If not, there's no hard feelings. If you're doing it for free, it doesn't matter if you make any money or not. Let's get back to you though. I'm not going to continue to have this money making argument with you. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, maybe I am going to continue to have this argument with you. This. I read this wrong. I just thought we had the Six of Wands come up here, and I was like, yeah, we've got the Six of Wands already. But this one that I called out, it's not. It's the 10. It's the 10 of Wands, which is that completion of Source. So, which makes even more sense in here, that as you finish your self-development journey, as you become whole in your 10, then you have this money option, which will lead to your 10 of Pentacles. So perhaps this idea of charging somebody for something that for your knowledge and your experience might just be another one of these hurdles that you need to get rid of. I think it's another block for you that you need to heal to be able to allow money to come into you. If you have this kind of mentality where I don't want to charge people for something that they shouldn't be charging. Like, these people can do it the hard way, that's fine. Everybody can do it the hard way. We pay psychologists so we don't have to do it the hard way, or we've got some sort of guidance. People are happy to pay for these kinds of things, and if they're not, they're welcome to do it the hard way, as you have done. But by clearing this, or this yuck feeling that you have in reference to charging people for your knowledge, clearing that is what's going to help kind of open up a lot of things, because it's going to help you kind of reflect on all the things that you do know and all the things that you can either charge money for as your own business, negotiate a wage increase, a pay rise. Oh my god. to negotiate a kind of a pay rise in your current job, where you kind of go, oh, actually, hang on, I'm very versatile in these programs, I'm bilingual, I can speak sign language, I can do this, I can do that, I can whatever. All these things, they're actually worth money in your wage. To be able to offer those things in a professional aspect, they're worth money, and you should be charging either people or your employers for those skills that you have. And kind of building over this, acknowledging the skills that you do have is going to help bring in more of this money for you and kind of get you paid. I am interested about what this Seven of Cups is. This Seven of Cups is kind of implying to me that maybe this is your struggle. That I'm just going to get another thing. So this kind of you're kind of neglecting all these things, all these skills that you've got, and going, oh, well, all I get is what I've got. But behind you, you've got all of these really awesome things, and these just might be as simple as all these skills that you're refusing to acknowledge are worth something, or worth money. Can I have more on the Seven of Cups, please? Ooh-wee. Divine Sophia and newly risen. Yeah, so this might just be the self-doubt. When people push back against you, when you go, hey, I've got these skills, pay me for them. Perhaps more elegantly than that. And people push back and go, well, no, you're providing those things for free already. I don't want to pay you for those things. You can either fold, or you can go, no, actually, I won't be providing those things to you for free anymore. This is me updating you on the new payment options if you would like to continue to receive these things. Guess what? You've just had a free trial of all the things you could be having. Now you need to pay for them, which is why we get our week free trials on our programs and our Netflix and TV, whatever. We get those kind of free trials to go, these are the things you could have, now you're going to pay for them. And that's okay. All right. I'm going to pull a topic for you. So, what I have is this beautiful little deck, and they are prompts on things to study. So if you're feeling a little stuck on where to go to next, or something interesting, all right, something you'd like to focus on. Water. Water is one of the 4 elements in this tarot deck. In the tarot deck, water aligns with cups. Oh my God, I can't speak. In astrology, it's represented by Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So perhaps you are one of these signs, or you have one of these in your major 3. Don't have to though. Water is mutable and can change forms. Keywords for this element are cleanse and flow. So this is this discussion that we had here. Just more of our water cleansing. That prompt that this is really going to help you. And maybe you need to drink more water. Learn the myths. Read a few of the earliest tales. From the Aztec, Mongolian cultures. Pay attention to where people live and where the gods reside. How do these stories impact the ways in which people thought about the night sky? So you'll be amazed. So maybe you need to look at some Atlantean, this prompt with your water as well. Perhaps you've got some history there. But this is what I would be looking at, the kind of myths and the associations towards water, and what kind of practices, spiritual practices, are linked to water, and how those spiritual practices can help you develop. All right, let me reshuffle. Okay, I think I'm going to pull a charm and see what I can get. Oh, shiny. Do you like my little... I'm so excited. How cute is that? But she's awfully shiny for you. Sorry. I'm gonna pull some charms is what, I don't know if I actually said that out loud. This snake energy, my God, this Kundalini snake energy. I was drawn to bring out my little snake serpenty bud. This particular dish, again, drawn to bring out, and I don't know how well you can see, but I've got a little snake in the center of it set, which again is the Kundalini energy. And again with our snake, Kundalini. So kind of looking into yourself, finding your personal power. Sagittarius, some Archer. This is also that kind of, that arrow analogy where you need to be pulled backwards to be able to shoot forwards. So you may feel like you're moving backwards. You may feel like you're not progressing the way that you kind of want to be, but it's okay because it's coming. Our dolphins are our community. They live in schools and this kind of trio. They're functioning together. This is looking at your community. Perhaps you might be a little bit blind to your community because this kind of was suggested over here too, that you do have a community around you. Make sure that, like, even if you are the leading person in this community, you are allowed to still kind of work through your stuff with these people, this kind of talking out. You are allowed to reach out to your people, even if they don't really understand what you're going through, even if you're going through it first. You are still, they can still support you through it. Our wings are our angels, they're our guidance. That one will come along with this rune as well. For me, this rune is always about worship. So these are my gods for me. So whether that's for you, whether that's if you have a deity, religious connection, if you don't, connection to source or universe or power or a creator. And we've got our number 3. So perhaps 3s might be relevant to you. This is interesting. I actually, oh no, that was it, the other one. That's all right. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to pull a question for you. In theory. Oh, I found them. Do not stress, I found them. I'm in a new working order, organizing order for all my cards for reading, so I'm just still learning where everything is. Yes, I'm pulling a question for you. So this question is kind of just to help you self-reflect. You can journal on it, you can think on it. If you are willing, I would love to see your answer to this down in the comments. Love to be able to walk through it with you. If that means that we are perhaps maybe the community that you are looking for. Now please have a question for group 1, please. Oh baby, it's that one. Do we have an obligation to participate in society? Let's see, can you read? Do we have an obligation to participate in society? So this feels like a dig at that comment of the old school. Your community cares for you in your new community, or in the modern age that doesn't really happen. But I want you to look at it. Do you have an obligation to participate? Do you have an obligation to participate in the way that society tells you you're supposed to? Does it look the way that you've been told it's supposed to look? Does it not? Do you need to be your own leader? Forge, don't follow. Do you need to be your own leader? Do you need to pick the path, show the path for other people? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that one. Thank you so much for joining me, Pile 1. I will see you in the next one. Welcome, Pile 2. If you pick the Woodpecker, this is for you. Woodpecker, opportunity. Maybe you've got something coming in. I am so excited to see what it is. If you spot any of the cards that you like, there will be links down below to them. I do make a small commission off of these, but that does not it doesn't cost you any extra. But if you use my links, then Amazon goes, oh, you're so great, and I appreciate that. It's a very good way for you to support me and get yourself a little gift in the process. Spirit, can we please have some cards for pile 2 for our woodpeckers? Very musical today. I'm feeling singing a lot today, so I apologize. Or I don't. You know, maybe you like it. Ooh-wee. Here we go. The 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life, Expression. The Golden Children, Inner Child, Tenderness, Innocence, and Rare Gifts. Ooh. So I am feeling very like entrepreneur-esque vibes from this. So you may be starting a new business. You may be looking at starting a new business, or perhaps you've just got a couple programs in mind that you'd like to kind of open up to the public, which will in turn turn themselves into a new business. It happens. Sometimes people accidentally fall into being small businesses. And I think that's on the path for you if you're not actively trying to work towards that already. Sorry, I've got some cardboard on my own. Sorry. 7 is also a very magical number, and it is a very spiritually guided number. So this is that big warning that this is coming from Source itself. You've got some ideas, you've got some things that you want to build, create, you want to share. You got to do them, babe. And these might be things that that kind of dabbled in as a kid. So these might be something that, whether they're crafts or games or just hobbies that you partook in as a kid, that you've either done some inner child healing with to bring those kind of back to you and can see that society needs quite a bit of that. Or perhaps they're just skills that you learned as a child that you're now or are still kind of doing and going and choosing to bring into the world for us. We have the Cosmic Heart, Devotion, Potency. Make your life a moving prayer. Yes, so this is all comes directly from Source, all these ideas. So in this practice in itself, in partaking in this hobby, skill, whatever it is for you, that is worship to self, honoring to self, to ancestor, to spirit, to Source. And offering that to people is creating a community or a church kind of aspect where that is constantly honoring your spiritual connection every time you do it. Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, Frequency of the Sound, Diving Deep. What did I tell you? Bring it up. Bring it to the public. You've done it. You learned the thing. You've done the thing on your own as a child. You've been doing it so long. Now it's time to bring it to the world. Bring it to the community and tag me in it if you're in my general vicinity or if it's online, because I want to come. I love to play. What have we got? Spirit, Source, tell us a little bit about this. How much information can you give us? How different is it for everybody? Can you tell me about this skill, the Hierophant? Ooh. So the Hierophant's going to be this, 4 of Wands, yeah. So this is going to be you are going to be the leading person in this. People are always going to be looking up to you. Ooh, I just heard martial arts. So whether you started martial arts as a kid and you're now instructing in that, or you're looking at kind of bringing a class of some kind to the community. But people will look up to you and can recognize your experience and your speciality and your knowledge in this particular thing. And this activity has been a really big regulating factor for you. So throughout life, if you are stressed, if you are overwhelmed, if everything's awesome or bad, or if whatever feeling you're feeling is a lot, you kind of always come back to this thing, and you have since you were a child come back to this thing to kind of help regulate your emotions, which might be the very thing that you're realizing is important for society. Yeah. Page of Cups and Nine of Cups. Yeah. So that's definitely your page will be bringing that message of that regulation and those ideas on how this can help one regulate themselves in what is an incredibly overwhelming world. The Nine of Elixirs shows that you are very good at this. So people might describe you as quite a calm person, quite a level-headed person, and you might think that's ridiculous. You might go, oh, well, I feel everything. I'm an empath. I feel everybody's shit. I feel my shit. Like it's always so much. So you might not agree that you are a level-headed person, but to them it looks that you are, and in reality you are, because you have the appropriate skills, techniques to be able to regulate your emotions and kind of work your way through them. Big emotions. See, what did I tell you? King, what did I tell you? King of Cups. You are. People can see this. And though you might not feel it, you are. You are very good at this, and definitely somebody with the Hierophant. Definitely somebody that people are looking to learn from. Whether that's in a personal aspect, and you go, oh, so many people come to me and go, what do I do about this? How do I do about this? And you go, great, we're going to work our way through it, and we're going to go sit outside, or we're going to go for a walk, or we're going to drink some water, or we're going to meditate, or we're going to pray, like whatever it is. You'll find that part of the advice that you give to people is often then bookended by, here are some activities to kind of help you chill out, so that you can now approach this topic. Math. 7. 6? 7. 7. 9? Why can't I 6? I can't, counting is hard. There's 6 of them. What's wrong with me? Oh my god. 6 of rods. That's our wands. Yeah, so that's your soul purpose. That's, yes, your soul, who you are and how you function, and it's clearly something that you've learned as a child that's kind of helped. Either you've been taught or you've taught yourself. You've been practicing the whole time. Ooh-wee. Queen of Blades, get your shit done. You've got the big ideas, it's time to do them. So, yeah, Queen of Blades, or our Queen of Swords is its correspondent. Yeah, you're a boss bitch. Get it done. People need your guidance. People need your help. And you know how to do it. So now the next step is getting on top of your shit to build it. And our Knight of Rods. So perhaps maybe you've got an assistant. That's kind of... I don't know that that's the case for everybody. But there's this kind of suggestion that you have an assistant, or you have someone kind of in your corner that's like, yeah, I'll help out. And maybe they're still learning what you're doing here. But to have that kind of backup, or to have somebody in your corner, is quite nice. And I do trust that they are going to be quite helpful for you. Let's see. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Jeez, these are so chatty today. Knight of Cups. Did we not? No, we didn't. 2 of Swords. 8 of Pentacles. Page of Wands and 6 of Cups. Page of Wands. So this is quite clearly a very big passion of yours. The Six of Cups often talks about like a soulmate, soul connection, but I really think that this is that soul connection between you and your kind of soul purpose and this kind of fulfillment for you, and it will bring you money. It'll bring you money. People, it will be well received. And this is you, your little knight on your horse with your cups technique, coming in being like, hey guys, let's try this thing. Do you want to try it? Let's give it a go. I am interested about this Two of Swords. So maybe this implies a decision to me. So perhaps what I am hearing, but I will pull some more cards for it. What I am hearing is that you need to step away from one thing to step into this. For some of you, just some of you, that is stepping away from your current job. So perhaps you have a regular human job and this is kind of brewing in the background and you want to spend more time on this, or you want to commit more to this. And this is that discussion of, to do that, you need to step away from your current job. For some of you, and this might feel more towards your this martial art group, those of you who do come from martial art, that was relevant to, you need to step away from that community. It's not quite a community, institution is the phrase I want to use. So there is where you currently practice this thing or currently work this thing. You need to step away from that to be able to go out on your own to offer this fully in its fullest potential, for it to lead to good, sustainable money. My goodness. And Page of Wands. I love this because I think this is how you see you. Like, you see you that you're this kind of like dork that's just kind of still learning. So maybe the technique you have down, but this idea of teaching it to other people is scary, and you feel a little bit useless. Not useless, but you feel kind of like when you put in the front, you're like, I'm a baby, I've not done this, welcome. But I don't think you're going to present that way at all. I think you just feel that way. What am I doing? But I'm getting more cards for the Two of Swords. May I please have some clarification on these Two of Swords? The Lovers! Oh no. And Page of Cups. Shit. Some of you might need to leave a lover. So whether you are in perhaps some of you might be in a little toxic environment where you settled for somebody, you want to follow this and develop that, and they've gone, that's stupid, that'll never work, blah, 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 blah. Negative little bitches. If you've got one of those, ditch them. Ditch them. This is going to work. You can have faith that this will work. And if this person is holding you back, you need to leave them in the dust. To find your King of Swords. Calm down. It's okay. Leaving them is not the end. You will find your king. What haven't I pulled? Look at them. Let's see what is the dealio. Let's get some advice. I would love some advice on this walking away. Two of Swords, can I have some advice, please? Yes, that's definitely the confirmation that most of you actually might be walking away from a person. So this is the discussion of, you are pure and aligned and powerful. You are this amazing thing, but your environment is filled in shadow, and your environment has all this heavy, mucky, shitty crap in it. And you, as this pure light, amazing soul, need to step away from it, because all it's doing is dampening you. And you're better than that. You've got shit to do, man. You got shit to do. You got people to help. You got things to teach. And just like, this is such a powerful, self-assured person. And I get so much of that energy here where you are this kind, loving, heartfelt person who just wants the best for everybody. And you're just so genuine. And I think you're just stuck with somebody who's not. Yeah, Diana, be a warrior, walk away. You're a warrior, lucky she's covering her boobies. Because YouTube doesn't like the boobies. So what I've got here is the Night School. They're a little deck of prompts of things to research or to look into, or kind of I like them because they're a nice little tag for night. They're you're having a hard time with words because I'm having a hard time with words. This is your dork. This is your page of wands. This is you. I refuse to take responsibility for this. This is you. If you're having a hard time with your words, write a script. Write a script. It doesn't matter. Run that script by somebody. Get the common questions. It's okay. If you fumble, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. You're fine. This particular deck of cards often comes as prompts from the universe or from spirit or from something that's trying to connect to you that goes, hey, I have a thing that you need to learn about. And this deck often gives us that prompt for you. This prompt is make a burnable herb bundle. Oh my God. Gather dried and burnable plant materials. Burnable, safe to burn, safe to breathe in. Let's start there. That's where your research starts. Find the herbs that are safe to breathe, safe to burn for both you and any animals in the area. Gather dried and burnable plant material like cedar, pine, juniper, bay, lavender, sage, mugwort or rosemary. Make sure that it's not white sage because we're looking after our white sage population. It's not yours, leave it. Into a loosely packed bundle about 1/2 inch wide. Light this and blow it out to get it smoking. The smoke cleanses your aura while the scent soothes you and quiets your mind. If this is your workshop, I want in. I want in. I want to see it. If this is what you're teaching, I want it because smells are so great. Smells are so great. Smoke cleansing is so good for the soul. But yes, so that's going to be your little prompt. That's what I want you to learn about. All right, I'm going to pull some charms for you. Do you like my little, I'm so excited about these. They're a new thing that I'm working on. I'm using, they're working plates. I'm using mine to cast my charms on. So I'm going to pull some charms for you. What is hiding? Little skull. He was asking, so I didn't think I'd grabbed him. Hang that shit out to dry, girl. Or boy. Whatever you identify as is fine. But lay that shit out on the washing line and leave it there. This toxic person you're leaving behind, that's what that is. So this is this little prompt of there is a kind of hidden solution to a problem. You're gonna encounter a problem that all the obvious solutions for aren't gonna work, but there's a little itty bitty hidden solution that you need to use your big old beautiful brain for to be able to find it. It's gonna be the perfect solution. It's gonna open everything up for you. Oh, 5. This might be, this is, yeah, this is probably your problem. I was going to say 5's, either the number 5 will mean something for you, or it's a confirmation for you. But fives often represent kind of problems. And I think this will be that kind of warning. You've got a problem coming in. You need to think out of the box. You need to be quite crafty to find your little hidden solution. Bobbins, my little bobbin, is the discussion of work behind the scenes. A lot of work is going on behind the scenes. You know that. You're doing the work. So there'll be a lot of work that people don't see, don't recognize, and that work it'll lead to all these other things. And this might be more of this behind the scenes quiet problems that people might not even know you've got them. I'm seeing you have a deity here. I don't know, oh my god, if you can see it. There's a little person in the center of this. So this is worship. This is spiritual connection or religious connection to either a very specific deity if you've got one, or a spirit guide is the other thing that I'm hearing. If you don't work with a deity, or if you're not religious, you've got a spirit guide that's hanging out, and they've got things to say. They've got things to help you through. We've got two skulls. So you've got at least two changes coming. There are two things that need to kind of shift in your life. This is the death card. That's what that prompt is, which is the ending of something to make way for something new. This might be this yucky relationship and something else. There's something else coming in that needs to end for you to get through to what you need to get all your money. Cool. I can't pick it up. I can't help you. And there we go. Yeah, it's a good game. It's your money, not mine. That's why I've had a problem. Just a little card. That's not correct. A coin. There's just that suggestion of all this money that's coming into you, that's coming away, that this is going to work out for you. Calm down, relax. I know you're a little bit worried, but this will work for you. You're all right. You can do this. I believe in you. I'm so excited. So what I'm going to do is pull a question card for you. So these are little question prompts. They're journaling prompts. If you want to journal on them, if you want to think on them, or if you are, if you are open to sharing, I would love to hear the answers to them down in the comments if you are willing. How did you meet your best friend? That's a good one. How did you meet your best friend? Is there something that you and your best friend do together? Is your best friend your little assistant, your little buddy? Do you guys do something together? Is this activity how you met your best friend? If it is, I would love to know what it is. And that's such a cute one. I can't wait. Even if this is or is not relevant to your reading for you, I think it will be, but if it's not, I'm still just excited to hear these stories of how you met your best friend. Do you remember? I know a lot of my best friends, I don't even remember how I met. Like, you know, those ones that you like connect with and you click so quick and you know that they're people for life. Those are people I don't even remember meeting. They're just there. They just happen. They're in my life. And I know there's time without them, but I don't remember when it switched or how it switched. But I cannot wait to hear your stories. Thank you so much for joining me, Pile 2. I will see you in the next one. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome. If you chose the Gecko, this is your pile. Gecko sensuality. Also, Pile 3, but I don't know if you can see. Your card number is 33. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? No, we're moving on. 33, Gecko sensuality. There's something saucy, and I'm so excited. Give me the gossip. Tell me the sexy stuff. Ooh, baby. Damn, that's a lot. Okay. The Sea of Mintaka. See potential. Bringing unconsciousness to light. Uh-oh. Double mission. Lightworker starseed. Serve the world by being you. Star brothers. Horus energy. Protection, loyalty, safety, trust, and baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Trust your intuition above all else. Also, beautifully, I thought it was a lot. It's exactly the number that I would have pulled out. 4 of them. Beauty. Okay. This is Joe's. So now hear me out. Before you leave, this feels like a twin flame, some type of spiritual connection. I'm going to use counterparts because that's what's been popping up for me, and that's the phrase that I quite like. Spiritual counterparts, your soul match. I see messages coming in. So the way that they all go the same. That's what they do. You might be in separation. You might not be talking. Or if you are talking, it's not it's not the thing that you want to be talking about. But you will have messages coming in. The prompt, because you, as all people, might have had the immediate thought of, I'm sick of being told there's messages coming in. When are the messages coming in? This is the reminder that divine timing, when people say divine timing does not function with 3D timing. So the way that time works for us in the 3D as humans, physical beings, it has a set structure. If we sit and do nothing, time keeps moving. In the divine, in the 5D, divine timing does not function like that. Divine timing is a list of tasks that need to be done before you can get the thing. In this case, communication. So you need to stay focused on your spiritual work. So you have some spiritual work that you are delving into right now, whether you are self-development or just exploring, just being more spiritually connected. Whatever your spirit work is right now, you need to not get distracted by this counterpart, because this spiritual development, you need to be the version of you for your best and highest timeline for your counterpart to come in to give you the messages that you want. Those messages that you want to receive, they'll come, but you need to focus on remaining you, remaining connected, remaining enlightened, remaining heightened, because those things are so important. And then you will see that you guys can do that together. When this communication comes in, you will not need to sacrifice this spiritual connection to be with this person or to be connected to this person. You will find that you guys will connect in a whole new level that you've never experienced before, because you two will not only connect in the 3D, but you will connect in the 5D, and you guys will be able to do your spiritual work together. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. This is so I have quite a lot of people who are in their counterpart journey right now, who are going through this right now, who are here in their separation just before their communication. And they feel like they're going crazy. Because because so many of them are in no communication, but to sit in no communication, which in most cases is a year or longer, to sit in that situation and still have faith that something is coming, that this is your person, that there is something there that you cannot explain, to know that they feel the same thing, even though you guys haven't spoken in a year, because that's an insane thing to think. If you haven't spoken to somebody in a year, how do you know how they feel? Oh, but your intuition tells you this. It is this reminder to trust your intuition above all else. Because in the 3D does not reflect what their 5D soul, their whole higher self, your counterpart, those two things don't reflect the same thing. So the way that they're acting in the 3D right now, in this no communication, is not what they want. They want this 5D because they want to be the best version of themselves. They want to receive all the highest, best things for them that Spirit has promised that is theirs, as long as they do the work. You need to keep doing the work to make sure you're on the right timeline, because if they do the work and you don't, then they're going to get ready to reconnect and you're not going to be there. If you do the work and they don't, you're going to be there and they won't be. Your intuition tells you that if you are doing the work, they are doing the work. If you don't do the work, they're not doing the work, which means you're not ticking things off of your list, which means in your divine timing, this communication will not come in. So you need to stay focused on you, even though you feel a little nuts, even though logic and human brain and your human friends tell you it's crazy, tell you it's insane, tell you it's a little bit unreasonable, tell you it's time to move on. Whatever they tell you, you trust your intuition above all else. Does not matter what anybody, myself included, does not matter what anybody tells you. If your intuition tells you otherwise, trust your intuition. Okay, we're going to pull some tarot cards. Give us the gossip. Tell us what's happening. What are they going to say? What are we going to do? Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Too many. All right. Chill. Chill. So we're going to start here. 4 of coins. I don't think that's you. I was going to say get your money in order, but I don't think that's you. I don't think you're the problem with that. This might just be another thing that your counterpart is worried about. They're trying to get their money in line. They're trying to sort their money out. They're trying to have a stable foundation to be able to come forward to you with. Page of coins. See? To be able to come forward to you with. We have our page of rods, which is page of wands. So they are, this is the promise, this is the promise, the confirmation. It's okay, they are doing the work, and once they do the work, they will come through to you. Queen of blades, they'll come through to you. They'll take the actions that they need to take. This is so many. What was this one? The last one? Damn, it's got to be the last one. So pile 2, if you were drawn to pile 2 at all, these 3 cards have just come up in pile 2. So if you're drawn to pile 2, do not be afraid to have a listen to that. If you're not, don't. If you are, do. Trust your intuition above all else. So a Queen of Blades, yes, they'll so Queen of Swords is what that is. They will come forward to you. Oh, hey, the lovers. They will come forward to you. They will take action. They will do what needs to be done. It's okay. 4, see? 4s, foundations. Shit, man. Maybe 4 is a confirmation number for you. 4, 4, 3, 3. I had 2 6s, 2 pages. Wow, okay. Damn. So maybe you're getting a lot of double numbers. That's interesting. That's in order. 3, 4, 3, 4, 6. We skipped 5. 3, 4, 6. Who needs 5? Good. Let's skip 5. 5 is. Oh, we'll come back to this. 5 is the number of worries and problems and obstacles. This kind of. We don't want 5s. Skip 5s. We don't want 5s. We start with 33. We move into our 4s. We move into our 6s. So 4s are stability. 6s, six. Where's my 6? 6s. Jesus. 6 of wands and the lovers, our 6s. Their abundance, which with one of them being the lovers, will certainly take. And then we have our 2 pages, they're messengers. They're people coming in. And we'll take that because we want that. So a 4 of wands is stability in ourselves. So it's in knowing our boundaries, knowing who we are, and standing by those things. And that's where this will come back in, where you might in the past have had to sacrifice your spiritual self to have a healthy, a functioning relationship with another person. This is you going, no, I've got boundaries now. I love this. I love who I am. I love this connection to source. My spiritual practice is fulfilling me. I am not prepared to sacrifice that. You won't have to, but it's important to know your boundaries so that you can then set that and begin your relationship that way in that healthy foundation. Our 6 of Wands is our abundance in self. You're amazing and together. Coming underneath this one here. That's nice. That's nice. Isn't that good? The 4th coming under our knowing your shit and standing by it. And our 6 is our abundance. So as you two come together, you'll be just amplified. If you think you're heightened now, just wait. Because once you two are connected, you get amplified. And it's going to be sick. And the Ace Blade. So that's it's a new. So that might be them coming in. They've got a new. They're taking action towards you. Where did I see that? Oh, in here in your Queen. Yeah. So that's the action. Your Queen of Blades and your 1. This is your offer. They're coming in. They've got things to give you to lead to your lovers. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's do... I feel a little... Okay, I'm going to pull them because I pulled them for everyone else and I know that people will like them. This is a Friends deck of characters of Friends. Ironic, bottom of the card, Hanged Man. Bottom of the card, bottom of the deck, Hanged Man. So that's the energy they're in right now. They're just kind of hanging out. They're waiting. They're waiting till you tick off all the things you got to tick off. Yeah, I feel a little bit funny because it's a Friends deck and you're not friends, but I mean, you might be friends, but we're not friends. We're building something else. But I know people like them, so I'll pull them. We got the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Oh. This is so interesting. So this is that coming in with an offer. I think you're really guarded because typically with the 10 of Swords, it's you're on top of your shit. You're getting your shit done. You're in charge. You're large and in charge. But this imagery does not imply that at all. This is the guarded where you've got all these accomplishments in your bag. You've got all these swords in your bag of all the things that you've done, whether this is your self-spiritual development that you've gone, I have worked my butt off. And I think, oh God, that shifted halfway through. So I think half of you are really quite guarded where this offer comes in and you're like, I might stab you, I'm not sure yet. Or you've gotten so, I actually think for the majority of you, you've gotten so sick of waiting that you've gone, screw it, I'll go, I'll do it, I'll say something. And as you show up or as you open your front door to go to their place, they're standing there with flowers with this offer and you've had to hide yours and go, no, nothing. What did you need? Like to let them do the thing that they wanted to do. You've gone, oh, sorry, can I help you with something? And you've had to hide this little action of going, that's it, I'm taking charge now. And you open the door and go, oh shit, they're here, they're ready. And you've had to hide yours and go, no, I was waiting for you. You go ahead. And your 7 of Swords, this is, again, where the imagery just kind of doesn't match. This is that tucking everything else, go forget it. The rest of it out of the way because we've got these two. There's only 2 things that are important here. And it's me and you. It's this counterpart. Everything else is getting tucked out of the way. We don't need it. Get rid of it. Well, I mean, it's important not to. I turned into Sith Sloth for a second there, sorry. It's important not to lose everything, but for now, for a little while, you guys can focus on just the 2 of you and focus on getting your connection strong before you have to come back to the real world and keep moving. I would like a piece of advice, please, for pile 3. Can I have some advice on this situation? Oh, again. Pile 2. Oh, shit. Do you have a person already? Have you settled for somebody else already? That will make sense again if you're drawn to pile 2, listen to pile 2. If you're not, intuition above all else. This is that, wow, you are pure, you are whole, you are enlightened, this light figure, that is you, and your environment is full of darkness and full of heaviness and full of crap, let's be honest. So it's it's the motion of moving away from all the heavy shit so that you can be this fully enlightened self, which is ticking off more boxes. Shit, baby. Really, this is really the big warning that you should perhaps give pile 2 a go. Do you have any more advice for us? Other than move away from all the bullshit. All the shit that doesn't serve you, all the heavy shit. Step away from it. We don't need it. We're taking that one too. Goddess face, goddess's face. So this has always been about that embodiment of goddess, which for some people feels yuck, and I don't think it's really not the case. So I want you to connect to your higher deities, their energy, their beauty, their love, that kind of vibe that you get when you're with them or that they emanate. And I want you to try and embody it. And you will. That will become easier and easier and easier as you progress through your spiritual enlightenment stage. I think you're pretty far along as it is, enough to recognize that people going, oh, you're a goddess, oh, you've got amazing energy, you're so powerful, you're so fantastic, for people to liken you to a goddess. I don't think that's a big stretch for you if you haven't had it already, which I think some of you will have. I am doing charms. Ready? I'm showing these off. What do you think? I like it. I know it's hard for you to tell. It's just a little working table for me that I'm using to throw my charms in. But my charms, my runes, that kind of thing. But it's resin, so it's okay. Like, you can set your incense and stuff on them as well. If you guys are interested, let me know, and I will pop some up in the Etsy store. Right now, I will get some charms for you. Ooh, 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 That is a lot of money, baby. A lot of money. A lot of money. So maybe that's where they are right now, because this is the talk of they're trying to get their money right, they're trying to get everything set up. Maybe this is just quite literally how close they are. They got 3 out of their 4 coins. This is royalty. It's Richmond. It's richness, rich money. Elegance, royalty, like that kind of vibe, like upper society, fancy babies. So maybe that's how you guys feel together. This is Yggdrasil for me, which is the world tree, and that can just be spiritual connection. That's what we 3 threes. And the letter M, if you are so inclined. I want you to know that this is my charms box. I have a different box for my Scrabble pieces, for my letters. So this piece is not supposed to be in this box, but here we are. This little coin is our 5. It's our trouble. It's our warning. Warning of what? Our divine timing. Chill out, babe. It'll come. Divinely guided. So you've got spirit guides that are, again with our feather, our spirit guides that are able and willing, and they're invested in this connection. If you need the guidance, if you need the assistance, if you need the reassurance, which I'm sure you do, which is why you're here, that spirit is kind of explaining that there are things that are happening in the background that you don't know about, whether that's your spirit team working in the background, whether that's your counterpart working in the background, whether that's you working in the background for your divine timing for you to be able to come together. There is this development that's happening that you're not quite fully aware of. Our button up. It's a little button. How fancy. It's, again, fancy. Little fancy button. But buttons are things coming together. So if you're wearing a jacket or you're wearing your pants even, shirts, whatever, and you're getting ready for an event, you're not ready until you're all buttoned up. You got to button your shirts up. You got to button your clothing up to be. So we're getting there because we've got our shirt on, but it's not buttoned up yet. So we're close. This is our 3, our 33, leading to our 4, our money. Getting our shit together to be able to spoil you like we want to. Again, more regalry. Regal, that's the word I wanted. Rich and fancy. This feels like old money. Like this feels like generational wealth. So somebody's got a lot of, like their family has a lot of money and they come from money. And this might be the discussion of if it's you, great. So if it's you, they're looking at having enough money to be able to come forward to you because they feel like that's important to be able to match you. Or if it's them, they are, because I think it's both, some of you are both. If it's them that comes from money, I think they've stepped away from their family money and they're looking to kind of make it on their own. They're looking to be able to provide or to prove that they can do it. And they've come to you with all this money, and this money has come from them and their hard work and all the things that they're willing to do for you versus what their family has offered them. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I am pulling a night school card. This deck is little prompts on things for you to research on or learn about. This is Spirit's easy peasy way of going, hey doofus, this thing I've been trying to get you to look at and you're not looking at it. Learn about it. This is what that deck's for. But I'm sure your spirit team is considerably nicer than mine and wouldn't word it that way. So can I please have a card prompt for pile 3? Can I please have pile 3's study task? What is your earliest memory of encountering magic in your life? I love this because for me, my earliest encounter of magic was learning and trusting my intuition. And it's just something that I worked through recently. I went on a little meditation camping trip with a loved one, and that was something that we found where I'd forgotten that's why I loved the bush so much, was because that was where I'd learned to trust my intuition. I never get lost in the bush. I'll get lost in the city in a heartbeat. Even in my particular city, the major shops of everything is in a single block. So I'm looking at 3-4 streets and I get lost every single time. And I have lived and shopped in that city for 30 years and I get lost every time. Put me in the bush that I've never been in and I never get lost. I'll walk away from camp and I will find my way back no matter what, with no panic. As somebody who was anxiety ridden, that's rare. But that was my earliest connection. As a child, that's what I would do. We'd go camping, I'd walk away from camp and I'd just wander around in the bush and my intuition would always lead me back and I'd never get lost. That's mine. but I would love to hear yours. I really like this because what I have been doing is pulling prompt cards for journaling, and I like that you're actually going to get two, because this, everybody else has been learn this thing, but this will be is that prompt. Look back, what's your earliest memory? So I've got little prompt cards. If these are for you, you can think on, journal on. If you are willing, especially for this one, if you are willing, I would love to hear your answers and your opinions down in the comments, particularly in this situation, because I cannot wait to hear about your shit show that is. Sorry, but they're all shit shows. And that makes the rest of us feel better, by the way, when we all go, oh, this is happening, oh, this is happening, oh, and then somebody else goes, babe, me too, and you go, oh my God. It makes us feel better listening to somebody else's problems, even though your problems is literally the textbook the textbook story of how these counterparts come together in union. That's just how it happens. That was way too many, but I'll take this. Oh, one. Have you suffered much? Wow. Have you suffered much, especially in relation to this connection? I'd be very interested to hear that. Have you suffered? And this this is obviously a dig, because I was a big whiny baby. This talk of we like to hear you suffer, so that makes us feel better about us suffering. All right, that's what I've got for you, Pile 3. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys next time.